everybody, happy Friday and welcome to We Can Glue It. I have a very handsome assistant today. This is my son Evan, for those of you that don't know him, and we're just getting the camera kind of set up here. We have a very exciting Friday kind of project today to make today, don't we, Evan?
Yeah.
Okay, so in case you didn't see the post inside the group, I asked if you guys would be interested in making these really cute little pet ghosts, and you all said yes. So look at how cute these guys are. They're just little tiny guys. And I made some for an event that I was a part of last week, and it's one of those products that I wish I would have made 100 because they were really, really popular and they went really fast. And they seem to be really popular with the little kids, which made my day. So Evan is going to be my handy right-hand guy today, and we're going to show you how to make them. And we are going to do two sizes. So look at this bigger size. See how he kind of floats inside the bottle? We're going to show you how to make both of them today. And they are super simple. They can be made with things that you probably already have at your house. So once again, you know how I am. If you can do it without going and buying a bunch of supplies, by all means do it that way. So to get started, I had these little bottles that I had bought. They're actually just vials with lids on them, and I had gotten them in my local Dollar Tree, gosh, I want to say a year or two ago. And they're one of those things that I bought thinking, well, I might use these one day, but I'm not really sure what I'll use them for. So I had some on hand. They come in a package like this for anybody local that might want to see what they look like. They're just these little mini glass canisters, and they come in a 4-piece set. But really and truly, I also have these plastic containers. If you have an old jar laying around, even a mason jar, if you wanted to do something larger or something small, any little container or jar that you have laying around will work great. In addition to the container, a little bit of cotton batting. You could probably even use a cotton ball. This is the actual material for the ghost. A scrap of black felt or black paper. Once again, don't buy anything. You should be able to find something around your house. And then this I put a cute little tie at the top of the jar. And that's just with baker's twine. It's totally optional. You could put ribbon, you could put a little piece of burlap twine if you wanted, just to make it feel a little bit more spooky for Halloween with the black and white. I chose that. And then fishing line. And the fishing line actually is not even needed for the smaller one. I did use it for the bigger one because I'll show you how he's suspended. You see how he moves around. But it is not required for the smaller one. So, we ready to do this?
Yep.
All right, let's get started. Okay, so first thing that you want to do, of course, remove the lid from your jar or the container that you're going to use. And then take a piece of cotton batting, and I'll give you some. All right, you guys, this is going to be just probably, I don't know, the hardest step is picking out the size of the batting. So, Evan, how much do they need?
Just a teeny little pinch of it.
Yeah, so you can see this is literally a pinch, and it's probably even too big. So it would be about the size of a standard cotton ball. What you want to do is just pull it apart and then kind of roll it in your fingers, right? And what are we doing when we're rolling it?
Just trying to make it look a little bit pointy at the end to make it look like how ghosts fly.
Yeah, exactly. So see how it kind of ends up looking a little bit teardrop shaped? Like that. It's not going to be perfect, but just roll it around in your fingers. And then what you want to do is kind of compare it to the shape and the size of your jar, just to see, and this is pretty big, so I'm going to make my ghost a little bit smaller, pull a little bit of the cotton off, and then rework it. So I would guess these jars, it says about 2 inches tall, so you want to make it about 1/3 to 2/3 of this size of the jar. So see, that's a little better size there. How's yours looking, Evan?
Pretty good.
Okay, hold it up. So come over and hold it up so they can see what size yours is. Okay, see, Evan's got his size really well. Okay, so now that you have kind of the shape of your ghost, and every ghost is different, so don't feel like it has to be the same, you're going to take your felt and cut off a little teeny tiny piece Get a good sharp pair of scissors and then just cut some little tiny circle eyes. Again, they don't have to be perfect, just do your best. Little oval shape if you want to do oval, you can do circle if you want to do a circle. And I'll come up closer to the camera as soon as I get mine cut and show you. Getting your eyes going?
Yep.
Okay, Evan was prepared. He even cut a pair before we turned on the camera here. Okay, I'm going to show you just how teeny, see how teeny that is? Just barely the tip of my finger. So very, very small little eyes. And of course have your hot glue gun warmed up because we can glue it, you guys. We gotta have a glue gun. Pinch it, you know, just between your fingernail. And it takes less than a dot of glue. I'm gonna glue yours.
Yeah.
And then just kind of glue it near the top part of your ghost, just about where you think his eyes need to be, and press it into the cotton. So he's got one eye. And try not to burn yourself, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel good at all. Okay, hold it up and show him how yours is coming along.
Got the first eye glued in.
Okay, and I just did my second. Starting to look like a ghost. They're kind of funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're two buggy eyes. Okay, this is what my ghost looks like so far with my eyeballs on him. There he is, you guys, looking kind of spooky in here. How you doing over here?
Glued in his eye sideways on accident.
Oh, that's okay. Like you said. All right, so once you get your eyes, go ahead and just make sure your ghost is still kind of the shape that you want. And then my ghost had a few too many candy corns, so he's a little chunky. So we're going to just kind of mush him down and slide him really easily down into the jar. You don't want to push it all the way to the bottom, but once he gets past that initial top rim, he just kind of fits in there, and you see there's still space at the bottom to make it look like he's floating. And when he expands back out, it kind of holds him in place. So that is all you have to do. So put your lid back on. Did you get your ghost in?
Almost.
Okay. Oh, yours is good, Evan. Push him in there. All right. Okay, we have two ghosts. You might use the tip of your scissors. If your finger doesn't quite go in, you can use just the tip of your scissors too. There you go. Okay, hold him up. We want to see what your ghost looks like. Looks good. Okay, next thing, and again, this is just optional. Take about, I don't know, 2 feet of baker's twine or ribbon or whatever you want. And I like to wrap mine right around the lid of the jar. Again, this is totally optional. It's just to give it a little bit of Halloween flair, a little bit of seasonal, and then tie it in a knot or a bow or whatever you prefer. Okay. Almost got it. Hang with us. Then you can trim off. I cut my tails a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. And voila! We have a completed pet ghost. So see how cute he is? There's just a little knot at the top, and he just looks like he's floating around inside of there. So how'd yours turn out, E-Man?
Pretty good.
All right. Okay, so we have this one done. Now we're going to do a big one. Same thing, you guys. Pull yourself. Here, I'll give you that piece of cotton. Just, again, probably go about 3 times as much this time because he's quite a bit larger. Roll your ghost around in your fingers until you have a nice ghostly shape. Okay, there's the ghost for this one. And I'm going to, again, measure it to my bottle. This one might be a teeny bit long. I'm going to pull a little bit off. The reason being is you want that space at the bottom to give the illusion that the ghost is kind of floating around. So that's why you do that. Okay, take another piece of felt. There you go.
Thank you.
How's it going over here?
Pretty good.
Okay. And again, we're going to cut 2 more eyes. These are going to be a little bit larger this time just because of the scale of the body of our ghost. We just want it to kind of match the size. And I would equate this, you know, just a paper hole punch, you guys. That's about the size that this ends up being. So here, see, it's about that size. Here, I'll put it against my white sweatshirt. So a little bit larger than our smallest ghost. Again, pinch it between your nails or whatever you need to do and put just the teeniest bit of glue. It really does not take much at all. And stick it right into the cotton. We'll do the same thing for the second one. Doing all right over here?
Yep.
All right, this ghost making is very serious business. Okay. It's funny how just giving something some little eyeballs makes it kind of come to life. So the only difference between this bigger one and the smaller one is we're going to take a little piece of fishing string, fishing line. Go ahead and cut it a little bit long. I cut myself a piece that's, I don't know, roughly 4 inches. Now it's going to melt a little bit when you touch it with the hot glue. Don't worry about that. Just so it has enough of glue on the end. So put just a tiny bit on your fishing line. And then I'm going to come around so you can see how I do this. So I'm going to take the top of the ghost and I'm going to worm this fishing string. I'm going to poke it just down into the cotton, just a little ways. So you see how I'm just kind of working it down in there. You don't have to pinch the cotton. You just kind of push it until it stops moving. And then it allows him to swing. Okay, see how that works? And then now that he's hanging, we're again going to kind of hold it up and measure. You want to measure to where the top of the string comes to the very top of the lid and decide how far you want your ghost to hang down, and then trim it off. And then remove the lid and put just a tiny dot of glue right in the center part of your lid. Take the end part of the fishing line and stick it in the dot of glue, and this part's going to take a minute. You're going to want that glue to dry. I'm going to blow on mine just a little bit, just so the glue sets up, because that fishing line is so delicate that it will pull out of that hot glue really easily, and we want to make sure that it's nice and tight. How are we doing over? Oh, you're already on the glue?
Yeah.
Evan, you're doing awesome. Okay. So if you guys are looking for a fun kids craft or a church group activity, fun Halloween kind of thing, this is definitely a multi-age kind of project, and it's very easy. Okay, now our ghost is dangling from the string. See how that looks? Okay, same thing as before, just kind of squish him in, push him down into your bottle, make sure that he's hanging. There we go, and then tighten your lid. Oops, I just pulled this one apart. Hold on. Pulled his brains out, you man. Let's try this again. Okay. All right, now put your lid back on. And you see how my little ghost now hangs in there, and there's space at the bottom, and he looks like he's floating right inside the bottle. Okay, so if you prefer, you can put your string around the top. I might find a piece of like orange ribbon or something that's a little bit Halloween colored before to finish this one off, but here's what the bigger version looks like. And our little small pet ghost. Easy, 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 you guys, and it's so fun. I think it's been 2 or 3 years ago. Have you ever heard of getting booed, where someone brings a bowl of candy or some kind of Halloween surprise and boos you and rings the doorbell and runs? This would be kind of a fun little neighbor you got booed kind of gift to give. So how we doing over here? Good?
Good.
Okay, so I'll post pictures of these at the end, and I'm also going to show you, I'll find a link to these. I have also ordered these little things as well, so I'll find a link for those of you that are that maybe don't have a Dollar Tree or just wondering where you can get them online. But before I let you go today, the last video that I did last week was the witches brooms. If you haven't watched it yet, it's a really fun one. There's still lots of time to make your witches broom. But if you are local, I have a whole bundle of brooms left over that you are more than welcome to buy one of these for me. They're just $5 a piece is all that I ended up paying because I buy them in bulk. So if you live in the Green River Rock Springs area and would like to come and get one of these brooms to make that project, just send me a message and you're more than welcome to come grab one. So anyway, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah.
I have a very quiet assistant over here. He's very focused on his little ghost. Let's see how it turned out. We gotta see the final project here.
Smushed him a little bit.
That's okay. Each ghost is different and unique. All right. Oh, he looks good. Okay, here's E-Man's ghost.
Just push it over a little bit.
And now that we have these ghosts, now we need to name them, don't you think? They probably need some really fun names too. So, all right, show them how your ghost turned out, E-Man. There it is. Look at, they could be friends. The friendly ghosts. So, thank you for watching. If you catch the replay, just do #replay. Let us know that you're there. And also, invite a friend. If you have a friend that would like to be part of We Can Glue It, that would help me a ton. If you'll help me get the word out. We're brand new, we're little, but we're mighty, and we're just getting going. So invite a friend if you would, if you don't mind helping me out. So we'll have Evan back again another day, won't we, E-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, well until then, have a great weekend, everybody. See you later.